The next part is to paint the background foliage, and once that's dried then we'll just finish off a couple of washes just to finish the painting off. Now in between the drying off time with the hairdryer and when you can paint on your work again, you need to allow the fabric to become cool. Otherwise, if you start painting onto warm fabric, the paint goes funny. That's about the only other way that I can explain it. The paint just goes funny. So we're going to now paint the background foliage, and I'm going to be using my clean water so that I can start creating some background shadow work. And what I'm going to do is, and I know you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm actually blotting the water in the areas that I want the paint to go. And what I'm trying to do is just create some different random shapes for the background violets. I'm also washing over areas in between the violets. It's picking up a little bit of paint, but that's okay. Because I'm also going to be painting into those parts as well. Make sure that you get your paper towel and lightly blot any excess water off. And we'll just start with some really pale washes, and then we can control the colour as we go. So I'm just mixing with my angle brush some blue, cobalt blue and some magenta. You can see that's a really bright purple, and again we're going to go into a bit of green just to tone that colouring down. Now the reason why we're using those colours in the background is if you have a look at the original picture again, you can see in the background here there's sort of purpley blue colours. In and amongst the middle of the flowers is a really dark greeny purple, and out here in the background are your purpley sort of pinky colours. So that's sort of where we're getting the ideas for the background foliage and flowers. Now I'm adding lots of water to this because I want to be able to control the colour. So my paint dried, my water dried, sorry. You can see that I'm going over the shadow work from before. That's okay. The foliage work from before. That's okay because you're going to be painting those in anyway. You can see I started off dark and now I'm just pulling out washes of that colour with my brush as it goes. And I'm just trying to create different sorts of shapes that represent the leaves and the petals of background violets. You can even start to mix a bit of pink here and there. You also want to make sure that there are no areas of white poking out, because you're not always going to be able to cover everything with your ribbons. Just lifting off a bit of that paint. And I think I might just add a few in, a little bit of just cobalt blue here and there as well.